Jay, an amazing result here. What's your take on the performance?
I thought it was a really entertaining game. I thought very end-to-end, very transitional, exactly how we prepared for it in the week. Didn't obviously prepare for what was a real hard pitch. So it was a difficult game all in all, very physical. But I think first 15 minutes, I thought we were brilliant, as we have been for most of the games this season. We've opened with an identical chance, 1v1, similar to the one she got against Crystal Palace, and unfortunately didn't take it. Moments later, we've well on the transition. Ange and Meg opposite line. Meg 1v1 didn't take it. So obviously disappointed in that first 15 that we didn't capitalise on the chances. Yes, Jess Gray's pulled out a brilliant save 1v1 against Ellen Dale, and then obviously the goal comes. Disappointing moment against the flow of the game, but happy obviously to respond in the manner we did. Half time, we've obviously spoken that the game's here for us if we can take the game to them. But I didn't like how we started the second half. They made one tactical adjustment, sending their fullback higher, and it overloaded us on one side, and the momentum shifted. You could feel it. We obviously had that big moment with Jessie Gale, so I'd love to see the XG chance on that and us on the game. But listen, the mentality, the resilience, the character shown from this group to not only get a leveller, but then to win it deep in stoppage time tells you a lot about them.
In that first half, there was a potential penalty decision. What was your take on that?
Sure, obviously in the moment I thought it was a penalty. I've seen it back and it's innocuous. It's an accidental collision with the studs going down the leg. So obviously in the moment you're going to call for it. Looking back, you get some of them, you don't. I think if it goes in our favour, we'll be happy. If it goes against us, I wouldn't be. So, but what I was really happy was the opportunities we were getting in beyond the back line. So we're making lots of blindside runs in behind Greenwood, in behind Roberts, and I thought threatening Meg Hornby, Ange threatening in that first period, and then Jessie did exactly the same in a second. So yeah, really happy with the game plan. Thought players executed it to a T. They shared that belief all the way to the final whistle. So yeah, just over the moon for them to get the win.
Obviously, we were level at half time. What did you say at your half time to kick the team on?
Well, initially I said I felt the structure was really good. I really liked Ava G jumping out of the fullbacks and Meg swinging around to kind of create an overload middle. So we knew as soon as it went to the fullbacks, we were going to force them long, and we worked a lot on defending direct play. Greta, Han, Annie, superb in them opening periods around defending the direct play. So we wanted that structure, and then against the ball I felt if we'd have just calmed and played at times, and when we got the switches to our lateral centre halves and they could step in, we could draw a play and then we could create our overloads. So, and then also on transition, I just felt if we were a little bit more braver with our first action and we could penetrate and get them beyond the back line. So to do that in that second period was really good. Like I said, we had to counteract that kind of tactical tweak they made. We obviously made one of our own, bringing Elle on and go into a front three and taking away that pivot. When the goal went in, you question whether it's the right thing to do, but I thought the final two goals all down to the bravery of the front line, back line, following it up midfield as well, and obviously the coolness of both Jessie, who missed that chance, and then obviously to take it, and then Meg in the dying embers. It's a difficult chance, and she's done well with it.
And just touch on Sunderland's second goal. What happened there and what happened in the aftermath?
So obviously we thought there was a handball. Still believe that. I know it's close proximity, but the arms come out of the silhouette. It's changed the trajectory of the ball, and then they've managed to get a counter. I felt I probably could have dealt with it better in and around the box, and they've scored from it. So obviously we were disappointed. A few things were exchanged, and they've obviously deemed something behind me to have happened, and Box has seen red. So yeah, obviously disappointed with that. But then for the group, then not only losing Box off the bench, but also losing a goal, and to then have to try and find ourselves to get back into the game. It's huge, but again, it shows the mentality of this group. And week on week, I keep telling you, the character of the group, the resilience of the group, the personality they show is huge. But we've got to start backing it up with quality. We've got to back it up with performances, and ultimately we need to pick up points. So to do that deep into stoppage time was really pleasing.
You talk about quality there. How much quality did Meg Hornby show today? I mean, the assist for Jessie Gale and then the 2 goals as well.
And I'm really happy that she was able to split off and execute that space between the full-back, centre-back, which we felt we could hurt. And it's a fantastic low-driven ball. And like I said, moments before that at 1-1, Jessie's had an identical chance and should be finishing that. So for her to show resilience and to put it in at the back post was huge. But then you could see the belief from our group that if we were able to get more bodies forward and we were able to get the press on through Elle, through Meg, through Jessie, we're able to create another chance. And we did that. But in them moments, you need real composure, real ice in the veins to finish it. And Meg did that. And not only do we need that, but we also need a group of more than 11 to then rally and see us out towards the end. They put both bodies in the boxes, balls in the box, and we've had to defend for our lives towards the end to see out the win. So it's a huge step forward for us, and we're showing that we can win games when we're in the lead, and we can come back and get points, and we're ultra competitive, more competitive than we were last year. A lot of that though goes down to the character of this group. We keep talking about it. When we didn't have the players, it was very difficult to execute after 60. Now we got the players back, we're obviously picking up points. So yeah, huge for us. We'll enjoy it, but then we've got to prepare for a massive game next week away at Birmingham.